On the programme for government in relation to respite services, Deputies Murphy, Fitzmaurice, Senator Leyden and myself met last night regarding the planned closure of Cuisle in County Roscommon tomorrow. I know it's an issue of concern to Minister Morden here beside me as well. In Lascancora, we are deeply disappointed that the Irish Wheelchair Association, an organisation that is receiving €110,000 a day in public funds, has not to date postponed the closure of Cuisle. We are also surprised by the contradictions given in evidence to the Joint Oireachtas Committee on Health by the Irish Wheelchair Association last week, given the comments yesterday by Minister McGrath. And Lascancora, we are requesting that the Government call on the Irish Wheelchair Association to pause this unnecessary closure until the community have had the opportunity to explore an alternative operational model for the facility. Thank you.
On the same issue, Deputies O'Keelan and Deputy Murphy. Deputy O'Keelan and seniority.
No, I take the point. Dare I upset poor Eugene? Please go for it.
Well, thanks for the cooperation, Deputy Murphy.
I'm glad we have cooperation. Taoiseach, we're on the eve of the closure of the Cuisle Centre, the Irish Wheelchair Cuisle Centre in Dunamon, and it's a very sad situation. And basically, it's a case: I don't know, we don't know, they don't know, and we don't care. Two ministers, according to the IWA, were contacted, and my colleague Deputy Naughton has conceded that he was contacted and did make reps. I know that. Was the other minister Minister McGrath? Minister McGrath told the channel yesterday he was never lobbied by the IWA. It's amazing where the government gave £39.4 million to the IWA that they're not able to stretch a point here to give the £1.1 million for this particular venture to continue. All, as Deputy Naughton said, we're asking the government to make them pause this situation. And I have to make this final point. There was a powerful demonstration across party at the Health Committee last Thursday. One of the most powerful groups that spoke, one of the most powerful people that spoke, was Deputy Kate, your own deputy, who has been in the news this morning, Kate O'Connell. But it was across party, 12 people. And the IWA CEO has refused, as Deputy Naughton has said, to give any reply. She said she would go back to the board, she said she would put it to the board, and now she will not even respond to the members. Please, Minister, get this pause now. It is causing untold hurt and damage to vulnerable people. Please.
In support or on the same issue?
I noted Deputy Murphy saying that it was in his constituency. But the reason I'm standing is because this is a national issue. Cuisle has been providing a service to people from the length and breadth of this island. It is cherished and treasured by families that I know, individuals, their carers, their loved ones, over many, many years. Minister, these appeals are not only on a constituency interest basis. You will know, perhaps even from your own constituency, how important this only dedicated holiday resort facility in this land for people with disabilities is to each and every one of these families. I join in the appeal made by Deputies Naughton and Murphy here today, that the government would, in this final 24 hours almost with the countdown, this is the eve of the proposed closure of Cuisle. I ask you to take the initiative to ensure that government does not let this slip by. It would be devastating, and it can be so easily resolved where the political will is there and where a willingness on the part of the IWA could be demonstrated.
Deputy, first of all, I also met a parent of somebody who accesses these services and has done regularly over the last number of years, and she made a similar plea to what some of the deputies are saying this evening, or sorry, this afternoon. The issue, as I understand it, is that the IWA have proposed that they would move from providing services in this facility to locating services in accessible hotels in both the Galway area and the Midlands as an alternative to what Cuisle is currently providing. I think the government is open to talking to the IWA. Certainly, Minister McGrath has indicated that he's available to meet at any point with the IWA or the HSE on this issue. But I think we also have to be guided by the organisation that are actually providing the services to try to provide the best services they can for their clients. I also understand that there is a significant capital investment requirement at the Cuisle facility of between €1 and €2 million to make it compliant in terms of standards and safety and so on. But I will speak to Deputy McGrath, or to Mr McGrath, in relation to the issue and try to reflect the concern that's been expressed.
The next three